guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Gabby and welcome to my strange little channel. Now today's video is one that I never really ever got a request to do a video on, but it's something that's really talked about, so I thought I would do a video on it anyway. Anytime I remember a celebrity passing away in my life, I always remember people being like, oh god, it happens in threes, that means somebody else is next. Which is such a horrible way to think when you think about it. But the myth that people in the entertainment business supposedly passing away in groups of threes is one of the most talked about myths out there. And I was doing a little bit of personal research of my own and I found my findings really interesting, so I thought I would share with you guys. So, do celebrities really pass away in threes? Over the past 100 years, thousands upon thousands of famous names have died in a copious amount of different ways, from automobile accident to disease to suicide to simply old age to even murder. And in all those years, out of all those people, there are only around 10 cases where a group of three have passed away within a few day period from each other. Some of those being one of the most popular during the summer of 2009, the summer that was later called the Summer of Death, when Ed McMahon, popular game show host, passed away in his sleep on June 23rd, followed by actress Farrah Fawcett 2 days later from anal cancer. As word was still spreading that day that she had passed, the world was hit with the news that we lost the king of pop, Michael Jackson. On August 19th, 2013, Lisa Robin Kelly from That 70s Show failed to beat her addiction and sadly overdosed. 5 days later, Lee Thompson Young from the hit show Rizzoli and Isles took his own life. The next day, American novelist Elmore Leonard suffered a fatal stroke. The next year, in 2014, comedian John Pinette died on April 5th due to pulmonary embolism. The next day, silver screen legend Mickey Rooney passed away at the age of 93. Then the next day after that, English columnist and TV personality Peaches Geldof had a drug-related death at the age of 25. In early of 2016, the world faced a tragic loss when rock legend David Bowie lost his battle with cancer on January 10th. 4 days later, Harry Potter fans mourned the death of actor Alan Rickman, who also lost his battle with cancer. Then later that day, the news was told of the passing of Celine Dion's husband, Renee Angelil, yet again with cancer to blame. A little later that year, on April 17th, lovable actress best known for her role in Everybody Loves Raymond, Doris Roberts passed away from a stroke. Then 3 days later, on April 20th, news spread that ex-WWE wrestler Chyna took too many sleeping pills the night before and passed away from an accidental overdose. Then, a day after that, the world lost another legend. Prince passed away due to an all-too-common death, an opioid overdose. Then, at the end of 2016, singer George Michael passed away on Christmas Day. Then, 2 days later, Star Wars fans mourned over the loss of actress Carrie Fisher, tragically to be followed by the death of her mother, screen legend Debbie Reynolds, only a day later. But when you really think about it, what exactly is the rule to this theory? How popular does a person need to be considered a celebrity? How far apart do the deaths need to be away from each other to be considered a group of three? As American science writer Michael Sherman says, there's no rule. Is it 6 hours, 6 days, 3 weeks? What constitutes a celebrity? How big do you have to be? Because if we're talking A-listers all the way down to C and D-listers, he says, they die by the dozens every week. Now, how does one get classified as a celebrity to be included in this grouping? In 2014, Alan Flippen of the New York Times did a little experiment. The New York Times has a huge obituary archive of celebrities and non-celebrities, so because of this, they decided to test out the popular theory. For this little experiment, they decided to classify a celebrity as anyone with over 2,000 words in their obituary, thinking that obviously someone of great importance would have a lot of final words written about them. Well, it was very hard for them to go about classifying a celebrity because there were teachers with more words in their obituary than some celebrities, like say Amy Winehouse, who had a very short obituary. They tried to do the best they could with that, and in the end though, they discovered that between the years of 1990 to 2014, 449 celebrities passed away, but only in 7 cases in those 24 years did 3 celebrities pass away within a 5-day period. The thing is that there are just so many known names out there. Tons of people in the entertainment business die all the time. Coincidentally, some of them are going to pass away within a few days of each other. I'm a huge lover of old Hollywood, and this myth did not exist back then because there were just not as many names in the entertainment business. In the year 2016, we lost over 80 people in entertainment, so a few of them passing away within the same week is just bound to happen. Here are some well-known people who have passed away just in 2017 so far. And there are only a few that can be grouped together as passing away within a week from each other, which is Butch Trucks on January 25th, Mary Tyler Moore on January 25th, Sir John Hurt on January 27th, and Herb Oscar Anderson on January 29th. But that is a group of 4. So again, how do we go about that? So do we only claim that celebrities pass away in groups of 3s when it just randomly happens to occur? And we also have to take into consideration that a ton of celebrities in other countries that we're not as familiar with pass away also. So do we just not include them? There's just a lot of things that don't add up in this theory. Now let's get into a little bit of the science behind it. It has been proven that our mind gets uncomfortable with the random and that it likes to pick out patterns. And when you think about it, we have been around the grouping of the number 3 since a very young age. There's the story of the 3 blind mice, the story of the 3 little pigs, there's the 3 musketeers, the 3 stooges. A genie grants you 3 wishes, sizes most often come in small, medium, and large, blood, sweat, and tears, the good, bad, and the ugly, and in Christianity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. 3 is a number that we are all too familiar with as humans, and as humans we are inclined to pick out patterns and connect the dots without even realizing it. Our natural human instinct to seek out these patterns that may not actually exist is called apophenia. It's kind of like when people say that they see images on a burnt piece of toast or claim that they look at the exact same time on a clock very frequently. It's basically that our brain is constantly on the lookout for things that make sense to us and that we can be comfortable with. And once we see it once, we're automatically on the lookout for it happening again. So if we see a group of celebrities passing away very close to each other and it just happens to be a group of 3 once, we may be on the lookout for it happening again. And if it does happen again, we automatically think it's just a trend and that it's going to happen more often. When in reality, if you take the small percentage of times that it has actually happened compared to how many people in all have passed away, it really doesn't happen that often. But what do you guys think about it? Do you think it's a myth and complete nonsense? Do you believe it? Let me know down in the comments, and also let me know the celebrity death that affected you the most. I'm weird, I like knowing this stuff. But if you like that video and you're not already, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I love you guys so much. I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.